I'm about to show you how to quickly and easily export Instagram Reels with the highest quality in Adobe Premiere in 2026. And to save you time, I've created custom sequence and export presets, as well as a safe zone template that will show you where to properly position all the important parts of your video, like the text, etc., so it doesn't get cut off by any buttons on Instagram. You can download this export preset and template completely for free at the link in the video description. Also, this video is sponsored by Musicbed. More about them later. Now, let's jump right into Premiere Pro. And before you ever export your video, you're going to want to make sure that your timeline is set to the correct resolution whenever you are editing. So whenever you are creating a new sequence, which you can do by pressing Control-N or Command-N if you're on PC, you can go over here to the social settings here. Notice that if you had already downloaded my sequence preset, it would be here available for you. You could literally just name it and hit OK. But if we were making this from scratch, you would want to go up here to social media portrait 9:16 30 FPS, and then go over here to settings, make sure that for frame size it's set to 1080x1920, vertical 916, and for your frame rate, you're going to want to choose either 23.976 frames per second, 29.97, or 59.94, depending on the frame rate that you filmed your video at. In the past, Instagram used to convert any 24 FPS videos to 30 FPS, which could result in making the footage stutter and not play back as smoothly, but in about mid-2025, they started supporting everything from 24 FPS up to 60 FPS. So you can choose whichever option you like, and for the sake of this example, I'm going to be choosing 24 frames per second. Anyways, the last thing you have to do is you can either save this preset if you want to, or you can just name it here. We're going to call this wedding trailer because that's what we're editing today. Press OK. With your sequence created, we're not going to pretend that we already have a video fully edited here on the timeline, ready for us to export right now. Looks pretty good, right? Look at all this stuff on the timeline. Side note, if you want to make sure that all the elements of your video, the text, etc., are all properly positioned so they'll be visible and not hidden by any of the app settings and buttons, etc., whenever you download all these settings presets I've created for you for free in the video description, you also get access to this safe zone template that you can drag over your footage, and notice it's going to show you, hey, here's where things are guaranteed to not be covered up, here's where things may be covered up by buttons, and at the top by your little camera cutout, and at the bottom by the description. You can just put this clip above your video clips, check things, and then make sure that you delete it before you export your video. To export your video, all you have to do is go up here to the export page at the top, or you can press Control-M on PC or Command-M on Mac to bring up the same window. And here you're going to want to name your file. Let's call it wedding trailer. You're going to want to select a location by clicking on this button here, and then you're going to want to make sure that you know which folder your video is going to be saved to. Otherwise, whenever you export it, you're not going to know where it is. Then for preset here, you can actually go in, and if you've downloaded my settings presets, you can go down here and select Instagram 24 FPS, who is Matt, and that's going to immediately give you all of the correct settings. Download it for free. But if you've not done that and you want to dial things in manually, that's fine. So first thing you're going to want to do is go here to format and make sure you have selected HEVC H.265. Most likely Premiere is going to choose H.264 by default. You want H.265. The reason you want this is that most phones are recording video in H.265 these days, and this is a format that Instagram expects many videos to be uploaded at. Plus it has better compression, so it's just a better choice all around. Now for basic video settings, we're going to click the video drop down here, and suddenly we have even more settings. So you're going to click Match Source first, which is going to give you all of the same sequence you just set up in your sequence. So 1080x1920, 23.976, etc. And we're not done yet because we need to click more. You're going to make sure that this Render at Maximum Depth box and Use Maximum Render Quality boxes are both checked, which are going to make the video higher quality. And then you're going to want to scroll down here a little bit, and for performance, make sure that you choose hardware encoding if your computer supports it. It's going to make the render much faster. Then we get down here to tier, make sure this is set to high, and scrolling down here to bitrate settings. This is very important because a higher bitrate is going to give you a higher quality video, but also a higher file size. So you ideally want to hit a sweet spot of the bitrate being high enough for the highest quality video, but low enough to not make the file size way too big. So how do you decide on a bitrate? Well, just like how you chose to export in HEVC H.265 because it's a a better compression, and Instagram expects that because so many phones film in that format. You're also going to want to target a similar bitrate that most phones are recording videos at. In this case, for a 24 or 30 FPS export, I would choose a bitrate of 30 megabits per second, which is a bit higher than what a phone records in 4K and is the sweet spot in my opinion. Alternatively though, if you are exporting at 60 FPS, choose a bitrate of 50 megabits per second. Also, for bitrate encoding, make sure you choose VBR 1 pass here to make your computer render the video as fast as possible. If you choose constant bitrate and you are on a Mac, it's going to default back to software encoding and be much slower, and you don't want that. So make sure you leave it set to VBR 1 pass and keep that hardware encoding. And then, once you've done all that, go on ahead and click export. Once your video is exported, you can then copy the exported video to your phone from your computer using AirDrop if you have a Mac, or I really like using Dropbox on PC as that works with basically everything. But we are not done, because if you want the absolute highest video quality, there are several settings that you're going to need to tweak on your phone. But before we talk about that, we need to talk about the music that you are using in your edits. Here's the deal. Regardless of whether you're using music for Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or anywhere else, the quality of the music that you use matters. You want your video that you are exporting to emotionally resonate with your audience, right? You want them to feel something while they watch. Well, the best way you do that is you choose emotionally impactful music. And the best place that I have found for the most powerful songs is Musicbed. Anytime I'm creating a reel or a wedding video or a vlog, I'm always looking for a song that will perfectly match each moment of the video. And with Musicbed, I'm never struggling to find that song. It's always easy to find because they not only have an exclusive roster of musicians that you won't find anywhere else. We're talking real artists that play sold-out shows and write real music from their hearts that you can feel. More importantly, Musicbed's tools to help you find music. Their constantly updated playlists paired with an AI song search tool that you can easily use to surface songs that match the vibe of the artist mean that you oftentimes find the ideal song to use in your video in as little as 5 minutes. Throw in Hollywood caliber sound effects created by Academy Award-winning sound designers and a new mobile app that makes listening for inspiration on the go easy, and let me put it this way. There's a reason I've been using and loving Musicbed for over 15 years now, because they are the best at connecting me as a filmmaker with real human artists that are creating the best songs in the world. If you are ready to make that connection too and see why I love using Musicbed so much, you can make the switch to Musicbed and start your 14-day free trial at my link in the video description. You have 2 weeks to see how much better your films can be with their music. Now, back to your Instagram reel. Here's another secret for the highest video quality, because you may think you just want to take this video that you've exported and copied to your phone and go to Instagram and post it. But that is actually not going to give you the highest quality video. Instead, Instagram wants you to use their Edits app to edit and export your video. And when you do that, they will reward you with a higher quality video on Instagram. So download and open the Edits app. And to be clear, you don't actually need to make any edits to your video in this app because it's already edited. All you're going to need to do is go up to the export settings in the top right, select 4K resolution at 24 frames per second, or whichever frame rate you are using. And the reason you wanted to choose 4K is this is going to help guarantee that the Edits app uses a higher bitrate, which will keep the quality high whenever you upload it to Instagram. This is also why I recommended the bitrates that I did when exporting your video from Premiere, because you will be re-encoding this video in the Edits app, and you want the video you import in this app to be as high quality as possible. So then go on ahead and tap export, and the video is going to render out in the Edits app. With that done, after the Edits app has rendered your video, here is very important. You're going to want to click the Instagram button in the bottom left, which is going to send this video to Instagram, because this is how you unlock the higher video quality that's going to play back on Instagram. If you do not click this button and instead choose to click download in the bottom and then copy it to Instagram, it will not work. You have to send this exported video from Edits to Instagram. Once you do that, Instagram is going to open up the post settings page where you can add a thumbnail, write your description, etc. And if you were not using edits, there would be a setting here that you could enable that will let you toggle on upload at the highest quality. quality. But as you can see at the very bottom of the screen, it says Reels made with edits are optimized for high quality playback on Instagram, so you do not have to do anything else. With that, all you have to do is tap share and your video will be shared to Instagram in the highest quality possible. And if you have not downloaded the custom settings presets that I've given you to give you the highest quality as fast as possible, and that safe zone template to make sure you're putting your footage in the right place, what are you doing? They're all free. Link down in the video description. Please also like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more videos about filmmaking and video editing. I will link to a playlist of all of these export settings tutorial videos down in the video description because I make them for all of the platforms today: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, etc. And there are also different tutorials for different video editing software too. So I have them for Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut, etc. All of them are linked for you down in the video description. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.